Hi, I'm the 13th Wolfman. The people over at Mill Creek were nice enough to send over, yep, a 2-season pack. Season 1 and Season 2 of Married with Children. In the mid-80s, you had NBC, CBS, ABC. Those were the big three. Those were the big three stations. Fox wanted to get in on it and make a big four. So they said, well, we're going to start doing our own shows. You know, we're not going to be doing the reruns of Leave It to Beaver and the Partridge Family anymore. We want to show our own stuff and we want to develop. So they started out with a few shows, and then they went into like the Tracy Ullman Show, which is around for like 3, maybe 4 years. But the spin-off from the Tracy Ullman Show is their juggernaut today, The Simpsons. But around that same time, they developed this show, Married with Children. It came out in 1987. It was on Fox. Starred Ed O'Neill, Katie Seagal, Christina Applegate, and David Faustino as the Bundys. Now, the Bundys were, well, Al Bundy was kind of a slack-jaw, blue-collar worker. You know, his family didn't respect him. He didn't like his job. He sold women's shoes at the mall. His wife, you know, he would say something like, when I get home, I want something to eat. He'd get home, there'd be nothing to eat, and he'd say, Peg, where's the food? And she'd be like, I knew I forgot something. She's had all day to do anything, but she doesn't do anything but sit at home on the couch eating bonbons and watching Oprah. That's her day. Then you got the neighbors. In the first episode, we're introduced to the Rhodes. Amanda Bierce plays Marcy Rhodes, and her husband David Garrison plays Steve Rhodes. Now, it's been speculated, right, that the name Bundy does not come from the serial killer Ted Bundy, but from the wrestler King Kong Bundy. You with me so far? So King Kong Bundy was a pro wrestler in the 80s, and the neighbors are known as the Rhodes. We're talking about the American Dream himself, Dusty Rhodes. So that's been speculated. I've never heard proof positive that they were named after these two, but that's one of those things popping around cyberspace. So in the first season, we're introduced to the Bundys and the Rhodes, and you could tell that it's kind of a rough start. I think the first season was, I don't know, like 10 episodes, you know, something like that. And they're really weaving out the characters. You know, Kelly's a little bit smarter in the first season, not as trash. She's still trashy, but she's not quite as slutty as she was from that point on. Bud is still like, he hasn't found girls yet, so he's still that annoying little boy that's just there to bug his sister. And the kids don't really have much of a part in the first season. They're there to go, hi Mom, hi Dad, you know. Bud's there to annoy Kelly, and that's pretty much it. Second season comes around, and they are now starting to really develop, you know, who Al is and Peg is, and Kelly and Bud. And Bud, of course, starts to discover girls, and he wants to discover girls, but he's the size of a Keebler elf, you know. Sad part is, David Faustino, I don't think, will get any bigger. He might grow like maybe 6 inches, but 6 inches taller, but not much. And you know that kind of held him back from getting like movie parts. What do I think of the first 2 seasons of Married with Children? I would give, if I was to divide it up, I would give the first season 2 chainsaws out of 4. Because you really got to sit through the bad to get to the good. You know, I'm not saying the first season was terrible, but I'm just saying you can see where they're just trying to develop these characters, hoping they'll catch on. It caught on for 11 years. No one saw that coming. Second season, like I said, the characters are a little more developed. So the second season's more like a 3 chainsaws out of 4. It doesn't really hit its stride. I would say the high points, I mean, speculating here, I'd say seasons 4 through about 7, are the real high points of the show. But, yeah. So I'll leave the link below. Like I said, season 1, 2 chainsaws out of 4. Season 2, 3 chainsaws out of 4. You put them together, that's like a 2.5 chainsaws out of 4 combined, which isn't bad. But I definitely say pick it up, check it out. I'll leave the link to Mill Creek below. You guys can go there. You guys can check it out, see what you think. It's nice. It's in. They have 3. It's a 3-disc set. Unfortunately, the discs are in something like this. They stack them on top of one another. I mean, I like Mill Creek, but sometimes, I'm just gonna. It's a 3-disc set, so I'm just gonna look around, see if I have like a extra 3-disc, holder somewhere, and put them in there. Switch out the cases. Not that hard to do. Like I said, I'll leave the link to Mill Creek below. You can check it out. It's the front. Al with a picture of the Bundys. This is the back. Al and the Bundys. Seasons 1 and 2. Now they sell them separately. You can get season 1 and you can get season 2 separately. I say this is the way to go. You get more episodes, to enjoy. You don't have to wait around to get season 2. And like I said, season 1's kind of small, so when they combine them together like this, you feel like you're getting more, in a way. So yeah, I think they did a good job. We're not talking a lot, not talking digital enhancements here. It's DVD quality. They're not going to digitally remaster it just to put it on DVD. It looks fine. It looks what it is. It's an 80s show on DVD. I'm the 13th Wolfman. I'm on the prowl.